Hi guys.
Hi. Hi.
How are you?
Good.
What are your names?
I'm Lizette. I'm
And?
Caitlin.
Kate. What is love?
Oh, love. Well, I think that we were talking about love in terms of like your capacity to like love somebody else. It's like being as much the same as your ability to love yourself, and jealousy and things like that. And if you have a certain amount of confidence in the person that you're, or your ability to be in that relationship, then you have.
Are you saying that the person who is in love may not depend on the person who he or she loves?
Right.
Is that what you're saying? Neither
Right.
physically nor
I
spiritually.
think a good match is when two people. I mean, the most healthy of matches are when two people are in a relationship who have the ability to love the other person as much as they love themselves. And so you're not going to be dealing with a bunch of feelings like jealousy or inadequacy.
Yeah, insecurity, that's where it has
Right.
to start in yourself.
Right,
love
because
exists
that's vanity.
with jealousy? I mean, like, why a lot of cases you see like when the two are in love,
You need a
either
little
the man or the woman, right?
You need a little bit of jealousy. There's always going to be a little bit of jealousy.
Because that motivates love.
Yeah,
That sparks
definitely.
love every time it kind of fades
yeah, but
away.
there's also trust, you know, and
Uh-huh.
love is like a feeling that you can trust somebody and trust yourself. And like it's so many actions. It's every little thing that you do. All the little things count with love. You love somebody. You think
And-
about them. You put them first, and you know, you're still really confident in yourself. Yeah, just put yourself forward or put yourself second to that other person.
Love can exist in situations where there's jealousy, and
But why? Is it jealousy towards the physical, the body?
well, there was a theory
You know, like
that we
as
were
far as
talking about earlier.
sex-wise, right? Is that what you're saying?
Right.
When the two people may be spiritually in love, right? But one of them tries to challenge love, right? By introducing the third person into
Right.
the relationship.
Or maybe not introducing the third person into the relationship at all, but just needing to go experiment with other kinds of.
You want to sit down?
Sure.
Okay. Why? Okay. Based on what are you telling me this? Like, what?
Based on
Is
relationships
it
that we've
actually
been
the relationship that you've gone through?
Yeah, certainly.
Oh, of course.
And
that's
your
how you
ability to
learn.
love and your ability to feel compassion for people who've
Yeah.
made you angry or hurt you.
Uh huh.
You know, you can love can change over time or distance.
Love can change.
Yeah, it changes.
What is
You
love?
can-
What
you
is
can
love? Can you
still-
tell me, like for someone who doesn't, or maybe like, you know what I mean? Like in the sense that if someone never experienced love, right?
Love is a necessity.
Is love possible to have for a human being all his life, or is it just fragments of life?
I think it depends on the human being.
Okay. How you mean like we all differ from each other as far as love concerned?
Well, I think like it's a person who can person's ability to like love life or have you know, relationships and have compassionate, loving relationships in their life. Like they have to have a certain perspective on, you know, how, you know, they have to feel like they're in their relationships are with people that they can trust and that they allow a certain amount of room for mistake, and you know, just for life, you have to have a respect for life, you know.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Now you said trust quite a few times. Can the person love before he can trust? I mean, what comes first? You ever wondered? I mean, challenge it completely, like
I don't really need
from
to
your
know.
own experience. You know, like does love come first before trust, or is it rather trust and then love?
I think trust comes after.
Well, it's
At different levels. Like I think they probably play kind of a catch-up game, you know. Like you may trust someone to a certain degree and then feel like you're.
yeah. there are
Those two
times-
words are kind of interchangeable at times.
It is.
See, because trust is a totally different thing than love. I think that love is something that embodies trust, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like the more you trust someone, the more
Like a
on a
subset of
greater
love. Trust is
scale
like a
can
subset
you
of love.
on a greater
Subset
scale
of
can
love.
you like
So
define
it's
your
secondary.
love. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
in a,
I mean, it's kind of interesting.
No,
Like,
it's not. It's like primary. It's secondary. It's like really. I can't see it like that for some reason.
not secondary. I don't think that that's the right word to use, but I think that the word love embodies
It's like
the concept of trust. You know, it embodies the concept of trust and the concept of respect and the concept, like love is like an all-encompassing term.
Yeah, it's like a level of comfort too. Like if you're comfortable with the person, you can relax and that's when you trust them. You can just let yourself be like, oh, you can breathe and be like, I feel so comfortable with this person. I don't have any worries.
And then
I'm
there's
just
sex.
being myself. Yeah.
And then there's sex, and that's different.
okay,
Sex.
you're talking about
Oh.
sex, physical or spiritual?
Physical.
Physical.
Physically.
But okay,
And
so
then
what you're
that-
saying, platonic love cannot exist. Is that what you're saying? You know, Plato?
Like a platonic
I think
relationship,
platonic
like when you
love
just
can exist.
Yeah, when you just love spiritually
It depends
and there's
on-
no sex kind of
see,
thing.
like like the story of my life or our lives is we're dancers, so we come across homosexual males, our dancer friends, and we love them to death. Like we could see ourselves like marrying this boy, but yet he's homosexual. They're beautiful, and that's the platonic love.
You're talking about your spiritual connection to a man who is homosexual.
Or even a girl. Like I could
Yeah.
love this girl, one of my friends to death, and
Do you ever wonder why they like give out this wavelength of, how can I say, love maybe? like
Like a
awareness. They
sexual-
are completely aware
Of
of
their sexuality?
themselves, sexuality, everything in the whole world. In other words, they are I mean, I was once told that love is heightened sense of awareness.
Mhm.
Whatever awareness it is, it's heightened sense of awareness.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
do you ever wonder why is it so when you see a homosexual or a woman, a man homosexual or a woman homosexual, right? Can you say homosexual for women as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So why is it that there's like this flood of love coming from them?
There
As
isn't
opposed
always.
to, is it because they completely ignore this world as it is and they view the world through their own, like childish eyes? Is that what?
That's up to the person's perspective. See, because I don't think that I've seen that as much. I don't see that they're more expressive of their love than like a normal heterosexual
Yeah.
couple. I wouldn't say that homosexuals are more expressive with their love, but I think it's
Oh,
up
yeah.
to what you see in this world is what you choose to see,
Okay.
So,
you said before I asked you to to do this, you were just talking about something. Can you tell me what is it?
We were talking about sex actually, and like
Would you like to
how
share it?
love. You have to the love emphasizes the sex.
yeah, and
In the physical sense.
in the physical sense of love.
It can it actually is quite spiritual in a way, but
Yeah,
it's like
the body and the mind, the heart and
chemical,
the
like
soul, everything's
yeah,
connected.
when it's not just physical, it's not just
Right.
screwing.
So
it's
someone that I was in a loving relationship with, if I feel like if they were to go and have just a sexual relationship with someone else, I don't tend to have so much jealousy about that because I know that I love them on a level. I know that the reciprocity of the love we have is on a level that's connected here and here and
that's when
everywhere
it's
else.
extra, and that's when it's extra special and extra good, and you feel it all over in your mind and body and soul.
It's like such a different experience than when
get
you're
to know
just
that
in a
person.
sexual relationship with someone.
Because you get to know that person so well and what they're all about. You feel their energy and just
It's like you become one
oh
while actually doing that act.
yeah.
When I'm talking about like when the spiritual and the physical connected.
Yeah.
You ever wonder
sure.
like whenever you have sex, like when the other person, when you don't really feel that the other person is spiritually connected to you, it's kind of plastic,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah,
It's like
definitely.
this,
Yeah.
I mean, just I don't know.
Yeah.
I never
there's
word
no
it. Me personally.
satisfaction.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. Yeah.
I
it's
think
not,
I think
it's not
it even
nothing.
harms you
Yeah,
somewhat.
It's like,
I agree.
yeah.
Doesn't it?
It's like, I mean, I personally don't say like I'm one with this person. I just say that I'm me, he's him. We're something special together with two parts. You know. I don't think it's like one. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it depends on how intense you want to get about it. Like, I think for most women our age, in our 20s, like, we're not trying to get so enmeshed in relationships and, like, to have to definitely view sex as something that deserves your respect, and, you know, you have to respect yourself because you have to protect yourself. But you also, like, there's my birds.
Oh, those are your birds.
My birds are ringing. But
What?
Her phone's ringing.
Oh.
But it's like, I think that we try to, you know, just keep those respectful feelings about sex, but not get too preoccupied or enmeshed with it in our lives, because we want to be successful and we don't want to be distracted by a really serious relationship.
So what you're saying is materialism comes first. Successful in what way? What is success to you anyway?
It's making something of
successful in terms of
ourselves,
your goal, or
it's
is
not
it the dream?
It's the dream.
It's our dream.
It's the dream.
Materialism doesn't exactly.
Oh, because
it doesn't mean success in terms of money or cars.
No, we
like
could
we
care
were
less.
just saying the other day that
money could. It's like, yeah, we care less about it because dancers, performers don't get paid that much. We're starving artists. We're struggling.
it's
and
just
it's
a
all
matter
about
of
the
saying
passion.
that you're a working actor. And that
Yeah.
that
It's
you're
our
out here
dream.
doing
It's
it.
like us being, performing.
What is your dream? Can you just like
My
put it in
dream.
a couple of words? Like what is a dream? What?
I know it's like such a big word for like.
It's a deep
my
question,
It's my.
is it
It's another one of those words that embodies
It's
a whole
how-
bunch of other different concepts.
Yeah, it's like I want to see myself. I defining myself through my passion.
Yeah,
through my
define
dancing.
yourself through your
Defining
passion.
myself
There you
through
go.
my passion, through my
What
dancing.
kind of
I
dancing
dance.
is that?
I've studied dance since I was 3 years old. I danced flamenco and folklorico. I did that when I was little, and ballet, tap, jazz. I got into modern dance, and that's like my passion. That is what I love. That's like
So this
love.
is ballet.
I think of love and like I love that. That's like, that's what love is. That's something that makes me go, oh, how do I explain this? Like it's just such a deep passion
But
that
you
when
could
I'm
only
on that
express
stage, it's it takes over me physically, spiritually. Like I love being like in this movement and dancing, and that's my dream, to be on a stage dancing for as long as I can, as long as my body is physically functioning and doing
Okay.
doing that.
Now that's your dream in terms of this is where you're going towards, or is it the dream that you want to leave?
Dream
You know what I mean? Is it the journey or is it the destination? That's
It's
what
the
I'm trying to
journey.
find out.
It's the journey.
It's the journey that counts.
Definitely the journey, and it's a never-ending journey.
Never ending.
Yeah. Even when you're successful in a company, or when you're successful in a movie or on stage, you're still working with yourself. You're still
because if you think you
going
know
somewhere.
everything about your craft, then
you don't. You're never
done.
done.
So what you're saying, there's never a person who has accomplished his craft to a point who is how can I put it?
To a point where they have no more to learn.
Yeah.
You are always.
Then you are a master. Then
That's not
there's-
possible.
How is that?
Well,
I
that's
mean,
not-
what
well,
you're saying? What you're saying?
I don't
there's
think a
this-
master would consider himself to be a master.
No.
That's another matter of perspective.
Nobody's
really.
perfect.
Like,
You ever
some
wonder
people
why
may say-
the person who gets like who excels at certain point and he or she does not get satisfaction from learning anymore, so he or she wants to
something
share
else?
and give it, so he or she becomes a teacher of that particular craft. And yet again, he or she learns still through the pupils.
Exactly. Exactly what dance and theater is all about. You're still learning as you are teaching and choreographing your movement on somebody, and you see something happen, and you're like, oh wow, that was amazing. I haven't seen anything like that before. And you get all these ideas. It's a process, and teachers learn from their students every day
Now,
about their
you
craft.
can apply this to life though, only when you're on stage.
Yeah, that's a nice one. It's the same with life. Parents teach their kids. They raise them. They love them. They
nurture them.
Mhm.
But yet, the parents are still learning as they go, and learning from their children, and children learning from their parents. it's everywhere. It's so amazing. It is everywhere. It's in love too. Love.
So what is love? Can you like,
Love is life. Love is so many words.
Are
Love
you
is
from
a
New York?
heightened
Are you from New York?
awareness.
You're not. Where are you from, guys? Both of you are not?
I'm from Texas.
You're from Texas?
I'm from Colorado.
Colorado. And you came to New York to
To do our craft, to
advance
act,
your
dance.
skills and
Right.
I see. And all for what?
Love. Love. Wow. Love. It all comes back to love.
All comes back to love.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we actually both left relationships to come here. And
Really? So you sacrificed?
We were in love with somebody.
You really?
We were.
Yeah, but you have to.
So what you're saying, was it that sincere love? I mean, was it that deep of a love? I mean, can you call it love, or is it just a crush?
I think that it's just like a child, something that that relationship, if you had continued to nurture it, if it's what you wanted, then yes, I think that love can change, but we wanted to nurture this instead, the pursuit of this dream and become the best.
I mean, I still love
I think that it's important to experience relationships and other facets of life before you really decide that you want to.
Yeah, because marriage is still something that I just can't see right now in my life.
But why is it that everyone craves for love? Why? What would life be without it? If someone would not.
Well,
I mean, can you seek love? You can't really seek love. It's completely fateful, right? I mean, it's like you can't really like search for it, right?
If you want to
The
be
more
loved,
the more you look for it, the more you feel like you're like.
The more you
lonely,
don't know it or something,
the more
right?
it's like unexpected. It like, well, to me, it seems to happen when I don't expect it.
yeah. But it's also like when you're ready for it, or when it needs to happen. I don't know. For me, it always happens when I don't want it to happen, but it's for some reason you attract it into your life at the strangest times, and it's nice, you know.
Yeah.
It's great to
So yeah, we were.
feel love, to feel like you've met your match, you know, to feel like you've met somebody who can like.
But how do you know for sure?
Like a best friend who can like get you
I
off.
don't know if you. When do you know for sure? Even people that are married, like,
Yeah.
do they really know?
Yeah,
That's why
I
the
think
divorce
it's
rate has gone up so high in the past few years.
Right. Let me ask you a question. Have you noticed that in New York, the souls of the people are somewhat frozen because everyone is determined towards some goal? I cannot really call it the dream because, I mean, anything that you go towards as far as materialism, you know, as far as gaining security, right? I mean, speaking of security, is this world secure if you really look at it?
No.
Can you find security in this world? The whole
That's another thing.
the
that
world
people
is
are passionate
floating in
about.
space. I mean, how is this secure? How is it protected from anything, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sometimes
you know,
it makes me wonder,
airplanes
why do
fly.
people like security?
Like, I don't understand why a hunk of metal can fly through the air, but still the chances of it crashing are, you know, like slim to none. So there's just some things that, or would it feel good to, why is security something that, God, because you have more time to get drunk and laugh.
Let me ask you a question. When everyone is
You have
in
more
love,
time- you
when
have to-
everyone loves everyone, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
want to go back.
Then
When
the
everyone's
concept
one
of getting
color.
high diminishes. I'm talking about like getting high from
Right.
substances.
Yeah.
Because you are high
Yeah.
naturally.
Yeah. I know.
You ever wonder?
God, yeah.
That would be
It just
great.
enhances it, because yeah,
I think
our
that we're-
society is engulfed in this.
I think that we're
Go
on
get
the way.
him. Yeah.
You know, there's still like, I was talking to my therapist about that. We were talking about like how some,
Who is
you
it?
know,
What?
masters of meditation
For therapists.
can.
Therapist?
Well, I was talking to a woman that I talked to about these kinds of things, and we
Okay,
were
okay,
talking about how some,
Right.
you know,
Okay.
yogis can actually physically be at two places at the same time, and how some people, their consciousness, they are vibrating on a certain level that is like that evolved. And just, I was like, God, maybe this is the next step in evolution. Maybe we're like mutating, and all the ones of us who are just stupid and, you know, getting drunk and high all the time are just going to die off.
Right. And have you noticed the pattern? The people who try to get more from life through substance
Yeah.
usually leave this world earlier than the ones
Uh-huh.
that get get
That
life from love.
get
Yeah.
life from love.
You know what
But
I mean?
like, what
That's
about
what love is.
successful
There you go.
businessmen and women who
Do
are
you think they have
all
a
work,
life?
all work
Do
and
you
no
really
love?
think they? Because it's sacrifice. Think about it. It's like, let me give you an example. Someone who strives for becoming a celebrity, for instance, right?
Mhm.
He or she gives out, sacrifices the fact that he or she will not come back to the things that life gave them before they became celebrities. So they do not have. Have you noticed why a lot of celebrities, why not a writer, for instance, right? Or a lot of celebrities, have you probably heard that they take painkillers or things like that?
Yeah, they
Why?
get addicted to
Because
painkillers.
because whenever they are not at work, they stagnate.
Mhm.
You following what I'm saying? They do not know where to apply themselves.
Mhm.
So if they go into life as they knew it before,
Mhm.
then everyone runs after them because, oh, they're celebrities. You know what I mean? They somewhat
Yeah.
made it. So they cannot do that. Why? Because they've given it up for celebrity lifestyle. You know what I mean? So they're not
They're
as
never,
free.
They're never, yeah,
they're
they
not
don't have
as
time.
free
They're never alone.
as, say, you and me.
Right. Yeah, definitely.
That's true.
What is freedom? It's like.
But then
freedom is-
again, there are some celebrities who really get out of that limelight and don't,
And
you know,
return
they,
into-
or they use their connection to the world to like promote other healthy ways of living, or you know, they
But how
donate to
can you-
charities.
How can you if you cannot come to the common denominator? You know what I mean? It's like they still consider
Well,
themselves, wow,
some celebrities
you know, someone.
don't
You know what I
do
mean?
drugs, you know.
What's that?
Like just because you're famous doesn't necessarily
Oh, no.
mean that you're
No, I'm
you're
not saying
addicted
everyone.
to substances.
Yeah.
Right.
But you're right. I mean, a lot of musicians and artists and
It's
celebrities
a very
have fallen
vain
into that.
craft to
Like
wanna
I'm an
be
artist.
into.
I
Then you
never,
start
I
wanna-
never been exposed to. I mean, it's like for me, substance. I don't know.
Since
Like,
they're
I get
so
hyped from life
passionate.
about it.
Yeah, well,
I
these
love,
people.
You know, I haven't experienced. I will, you know, let you in on a little secret. I haven't experienced love as like to one person, like just one person.
Mhm.
But I love everything around.
Yeah.
I love every single speck of life.
Yeah.
Anything that's within my experience.
Yeah, you're
As it
every
comes.
man as opposed to one man.
It's like
Right.
I love everything that life has given me.
Right.
And I mean, it's somewhat selfish because it's like when the two people are in love, they somewhat forget about the life around
Mhm.
them. You know what I mean? It's like they're in some kind of bubble.
Yeah.
You ever wonder?
Yeah, I've felt that way before.
It's like the two children going through life and completely trusting, completely open to everyone, but everyone's like looking, wow, what's wrong with them? And that's why, you know what I mean? That's why the people who can see the two in love, they somewhat envy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because those are the two who are high naturally.
Mhm. Yeah. I guess it
Yeah,
is
love
kind
is
of
a
a
high.
healthier subject to like
Yeah.
to love everything around you, and
love
like
is
if
a
you
healthy
were
high.
getting that back in your own life, I mean, you're putting that out there. I mean, you're loving everything. You're getting that back, you know. I mean, that's just the law of attraction. Like everything, you're probably surrounded in abundance of love all the time. Whereas that's a choice, you know. It's a choice, and like
Choice. Speaking of choices, what do you mean by choice?
everything is a choice.
I
Like
cling to the keyword.
you have to
It's an
know
option.
that. Well, I mean, I wrap your head around the concept. I truly believe that everything here in this that is around me right now is a manifestation that I've created through some choice that I've made.
I
For
see.
some, like the reason, like if I feel like
Like
I'm
you're-
struggling, I've made it this way. You know, I've chosen
choices
to
through
be
life.
that way. I've told myself that that's what I am, and somehow I've defined myself with the tangible things that are around me. It's the same thing with, you know, there's reasons why you know, when you don't feel like you're in a state of well-being, and this goes right back to substance. Like I can use a relationship to run, or substances to run. You know, I have the occasional drink, and I smoke pot every now and then.
Yeah.
And,
Let
like,
me ask you a question. Do you think it was your choice to be born?
yeah, I kind of do actually.
In a way, yeah.
I really
think about it.
do.
Can you
It's like how-
think of it on that level, like on the sperm level, like the sperm going and
I definitely
as they say,
do.
it's like
Like
they
there's
fight,
some sort of
they
energy,
fight,
some sort of
and
some sort of
the
energy.
survival of the fittest kind of.
So somehow you had to, that had to be manifested. I totally believe
Oh
that.
yeah, because we are all these certain energies, and like our choices through life
Yeah.
make us who we are and make us where we are.
Yeah.
And
I think that
yeah,
something I think that is like my true like subconscious passion that I have a love for that I'm not sure about yet is that one day I think, you know, I'm here on this planet to really learn how to manipulate my choices and to raise my thoughts and to, you know, really like meditate and choose, and if it doesn't happen in this lifetime, in the next lifetime or in the next plane, you know, that I exist in.
yeah.
Is time important?
Is time important?
Yeah.
If it holds importance to you, I think so. I think
I mean,
that
to you.
Well, once again,
Yes.
the society is
Time is
involved around
important to me.
time. Time has been something that mostly.
it's like, how am I going to
Like
go to
the
my
city is
how
like
are you going to
engulfed.
go to the dance class and go to the gym and eat lunch and then make it to work on time and oh, I'm sorry.
On
But
time.
I definitely get very, very caught up in like material limits of time and
Yeah, time
you know.
and money and
all of it, and like how
society.
how relationships can be superficial, and you may when you sit down and have the knowledge that like all of that really isn't that important, you should start practicing love on like a greater, more wider plane and do more listening and observing and less actual, you know, acting out in your own life. Then I mean, it's a different way of thinking.